Hello guys, welcome to my video. Today we're gonna talk about the API Go cars that I create using Go language. So today I want to talk about this program that I create and teach you guys about how to use this API and how this code it's make it. So, okay, first, the idea of the project is basically you have a car administration, so you can add cars, edit cars, or delete cars. So you can use this API, for example, to manage your cars, for example, the cars you have, right? So, okay, first we need to know the the language that I use that is actually currently I use actually I use Go language first. I use as database the Beaver and the PostgreSQL, and I use Docker for the containers, and I use the some how can I say some libraries of Go using VS Code to edit my codes. So right, uh, we talk about a little bit about the how the code and how the project's made it. So now we need to use this API. So I am here in the Postman, and I am in actually in the I am in a collection, and we are going to test this Go Car API. So first we have create cars. Here we have the path localhost uh, 8,000 cars, right? And here we have a JSON. This JSON have uh, three places, three fields named by name, the name of the car, the price of the car, and the brand of the car, right? So for start, let's think in some car. And you put, for example, Honda Civic, and the price of the car. Let's put something like mm, 15, 16,000, 16,000, right? And the brand is Honda, right? So okay, uh, you can send this to the server. Okay, our API is not running. Sorry about that. We need to go here for VS and we need to put the main goal, okay, to run, right? And let's wait a little bit. Right, the API starts, right? You receive this by Gene library that is listening and serving HTTP and the port and the right and the IP. So we go here for the API and we're gonna send this for the server. And right, you will receive some 201 created. Right, this is status code of the JSON that says to you that your register, your post register, that be sent for the database for the server, right? So here the API gives to us the ID of the registration, the name of the car, the price, the brand, and the date that our register being created, right? So going here for the Beaver, here we have our database, right? Our database cars, and we're gonna refresh this one, and we're gonna see our register here, right? 16 ID 16 Honda Civic, the price 16,000, brand Honda, and the creation date, right? So okay, this one is called by post method, and use this for create our cars. But if I want to see some car from my database, if I want to see the Logan, Renault Logan, I see here that my ID is actually 12, currently 12. So right, we have the get method, and we're gonna here in your path we have localhost dot cars, and here we put our IG. So example, I put here 12, and I send this request for the server, and right, if this ID exists in the server, we're gonna receive a 200 OK and our registration in the database or register. But if I send, for example, 999 for our IG, this IG doesn't exist in our base. So the API will say to us, you return to us a 500 internal server error, and API has one error. SQL no roles in result set, right? So here we have the get method. Here, if you want to get all of your registrations in your database, you can use this get all, and we're gonna send this one. And here we have a 200, okay, and the API returns to us every register that we have in our database, right? Including our Honda Civic. Input, we can edit our register. For example, I see that my Renault Clio is not more Renault Clio. I make a mistake. Currently my Renault Clio it's is not more 30,000, but now is 20,000. So I can change this. I take the IG 313. I can put this one. I use the put method, and in the path I pass localhost cars and 13. That's my IG here in this place. And now I will change. I will send Renault Clio, right? The price of the car is 20,000, and our brand is Renault, right? So we can send this for the server, right? The API will send to us that okay, and if I refresh this, here we have our Renault Clio in the updated price that is 2000, right? If I send some 99999, the API doesn't find this, so we got an error. And if I don't have more my Renault Clio, I send my Renault Clio, and I don't want more this thing in my database. No problem. We can just put the let method in our path. We pass the IG of the thing that I don't want more in my base, and I send this. And if the RPI find the thing that I don't want more, and the API can delete this one, the API will return to us 200, 200, right? And we're gonna true. If I send 99999, we got some true, but the AGs doesn't find more, so in the database we can have anything. So right, I refreshed my database, and as you can see here, our Renault Clio is no more here, so the API can delete this one. Okay, so you know a little bit about our API. If you want to know more about this, we have a documentation in Confluence as a PDF. I put this one in my GitHub, in my repository of this project that I will show it to you guys in here in the description of this video and in the chat. So if you want to know more about this project, go for the chat, go for the description of the video, and get the link for GitHub, get a link for my repository, and I hope you can see more about this one in there. So now let's talk more about code. Finally, we are devs, we are developers, so we love computation, we love development of softwares. So let's talk about a little bit about our API and our engineering. Here in the terminal, you can see a little bit more about our requests. You can see that you have here a post, you have a get, you have a put. So here you have all of our registrations of the things that we are doing, right? And we are using the Gin library, right? And now let's see our main goal is the the main thing of the project. Here we can see that we have some const variables like db driver postgre. So here we are saying the variable the database that we are using that is Postgres. Here db source we have the exactly uh, the exactly path of our database here in the beaver, right? So here we need to put the correctly path, right? Localhost, the name of the database. In my example is gocars 5, right? So you have here server address, the IP, right? That is here, 8000. And in the funcman you can put something interesting here, like here you start a connection, you verify if we got a error. If we got a error and in the connection with the database, we can receive a log photo error cannot connect to DB. So if we can connect to DB, we start the store, we start the server, we instance the server, and we try to start the server. And if we got a error trying to start the server, we gonna return a log fatal cannot start the server, right? So here we have the main. Now here we have the DB folder. Here we have something to start about related to migrations. Migrations is something that you run in the start of of your project to basically create your database in using automation, right? So here we create table cars, we do some queries to insert some, how can I say, uh, oh no, query here is used in API, right? So if you want to, for example, use post, you can use this code in SQL, right? The API is this insert into cars, the fields, the value is returning all. Or if you get one, you can select all from cars where ig is 1, limit 1. Or if I can get cars, the get all method, you can just select all from cars. If I want to update some car, I can say update car set name, price, brand, where ig 1, blah, 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 blah. And if I want to delete the car, delete from cars where ig is the ig that the user passes to the API. No problem here. And here we have some how can I say, here we have some unit tests, right? You know what is unit test. Unit test is basically use it to test the functions that we are creating. For example, here I can test if my create function is very nice. I just like click here and run test, and the VS code we do something to me. You do this test for me. If I can test the get car, I can test function by function here, or just if I don't have time to this, I can just run package tests in the top of my code, and the VS will probably run all of these codes to me. Okay, so so here we have the variable const, right? To create car, and we have some SQL here. We have some create parameters here. You have the name, you have the price, the brand, and here is where the magic runs, right? Basically, you have the function to create car, returning a car or an error. We try to do to run the query, and if we got a error, we return an error. If we got a car, a created car, we can return a car. And here we have the function delete car, the get car. The get car is returning all of the cars, or we can just see the deleted car, right? Here we have the code for the B. Basically, we are preparing the contest, the query row, the exact contest. And here we have the main test, is basically to test the unit test related to main goal, right? That we see in the start of this explanation about the code. Here we have the models. Basically, here you can just have a configuration. You can just make a configuration of your tables. For example, here we have the type car struct, and we put IG, name, price, brand, create a lot. And here we have the query. So just here you can create an interface that you have in your scope the functions, the main functions of your API. Like here we have in our example, create car, delete car, get cars, or update car, right? Function by function, and these functions have the specifications of their day. Okay, so here we have the store goal, and the store goal is just basically use it to store data of in your database, right? It's something very specific. The data set is basically a migration to insert data in your cars table. So if you want to test my API, you can just use this in your machine, your computer, to do a migration to populate your database, right? No problem here. Here we have the collections. You guys will have this in my GitHub, in my repository, no problem. And here we have the configuration of our API. So let's pay attention here. Here we have the structure of create car request, name, price, brand, the function create car, right? Tab view, take the should by JSON, we take the JSON, try to take the JSON, try to get the args, the arguments. We'll try to create a card. So we got to execute this function, set SQL, and we try to do this, and we are returning the HTTP status created 201 in our API and the registration car. No problem here. Here we have the get car request. We are get function to get car request, trying to get the path, trying to execute using the argument IG that we get in the path, and if we get this registration in your database, you can return OK 200 and the registration. We have the delete car is the same. The update car is not the same, but it's similar. I think it's similar. Here we can get the IG in the path, and we try to take the JSON, and we can put IG and the JSON, the data that the user passes to us, and we execute the function and returns. If we get success, we return 200 and the registration, or if we get an error, we just return status internal server error, bad request 500 and the error, right? No problem here. And here we have the function get cars to get all method. Okay, so no problem here, very nice. And here we have the configuration of the server. So here we can import the Gene library. We can just have the instance server, the function instance server, creating the routes, the post route cars, the get cars, the get all, the put, delete, etc. Start the router, start the server, and if we got a error, API has one error. So guys, today is this. I really hope that you like this one. Basically the project is here we have the container Go, right? You need this to run your database. So have rights that you have Docker desktop on your computer and the Postgres image. If you don't have Docker, if you don't have containers to host your database, you can run this API. But guys, for this today is this. I really hope that you enjoy this video. I really hope that you enjoy this project. I will give to you guys in the chat and in the description of this video the link to my repository in GitHub. If you want to test this API, if you want to know more about this API, if you want to know about the documentation of this API, go behind in my description, go to my chat here in this video and take the link for my repository, because there you can find all of this, guys. So guys, if you have any feedback, anything that you want to share with us, say this in the chat here in of the video. And basically is this. Here we have our API, here we have our database, and here we have our API. So guys, today's this. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I really hope to see you soon. And guys, last thing I want to say is sorry for my English. I'm learning English actually, so if I say something wrong, please let me know in the chat. And for the end of this video, I again say thank you for watching. Bye bye guys. Have a great day.